What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is a 1 year update on the Crassula string of buttons that I had propagated almost a year back. Now this was an old video, somebody had commented on this video, so it got highlighted and I was able to retrieve it. So these were the cuttings that I had taken. If you haven't watched this video, I will put the link in the description below. You can check the entire process. And I had done the cutting and then I went ahead and put it in my soil mix, which is 80% of aquarium sand and 20% of filtered garden soil. I didn't let the cuttings callus because the stems are very thin, but if you are doing this process, ensure your soil is completely bone dry. Now, unfortunately, a lot of you guys have been asking me for an update video. Unfortunately, last year I sold off almost 60% of my collection because of some issues with the space. So if you've asked me for an update and if I have not given you an update, I apologize because I don't have that succulent anymore. However, the ones that I have, I will definitely share the progress video with you guys. So this was the arrangement. I will be talking about the one in the center. But overall, all of the cuttings were put in the dry soil. Be very careful if you are putting a succulent in the soil without letting it to callus. Ensure that the soil is completely bone dry. Over here, the stems of the string of button are very thin, so I did not let them callus. So I kept it aside, and this is how the update looks after a year. A good amount of growth. And remember, as I said about that one in the center, which was the lighter color one, that happened to die. Even though it flowered, it was quite happy. But unfortunately, I happened to neglect this pot and it was underwatered, due to which that particular variety happened to die, while the others are thriving and looking absolutely stunning. And the Crassula string of buttons are not monocarpic succulents, which means that they will survive despite they flower. Even the one in the center, it died because of my neglect. It's not because it flowered and then it died. What happens is that once the Crassula string of buttons start to flower, that particular portion, like you can see, this is a continuous growth. It will no longer have a continuous growth. But once it flowers on the crown area, that particular area will not have a continuous growth. It will start putting out pups from the sides. Same the way we tend to do our stem cuttings when we cut off the mother plant and the stem is left behind in the pot. The crown area or the place where we cut the mother plant, that area will not get any growth, but the pups will start to grow on the sides of the stem. So it's a very similar pattern on these as well. Once it starts to flower, the head of the Crassula will no longer have the growth, but the new growth will start from the sides. So this is how it tends to look. No fertilizers added. I don't use any fertilizers, but still you can see there has been a good amount of growth. So that's it for today. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.